My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Yes. Thank you. Welcome to the pre-show, season 5. David Wilson, Business Savage, No Nonsense Market Domination. We are here live, ready to launch season 5. We are live launching season 5. Yes. All right. Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Twitch. Shout out to Periscope, Twitter. Yes, indeed. We are here. We are in the building. So we are here for the pre-show of No Nonsense Market Domination. We'll be doing our sound checks. We'll be doing our video checks and such to make sure we are all good. We are about 9 minutes to live on IBGR.Network. IBGR.Network. Be sure to comment. You can comment wherever you are watching this, wherever you are seeing this. You can put your comments in. You can put your emotes, emojis, what have you in. So that'd be great. Whatever. What? And I say emotes. Some of you may not know what I'm talking about when I say emotes, but emotes are on Twitch. So I am really, really, really excited about this new season, season 5. It's all about reimagination. So we are reimagining who we are, what we do. I don't want to give anything away. So, but we are going to introduce officially the SAVVEE Shifters Society with the SAVVEE Shifters Society survey. Say that 3 times fast, right? We're actually going to have a contest on who can say that the fastest and how many times in a row. So let's do. Looks like our video is good. How's our lighting? Lighting is good. Yes, good. I have nobody on currently. Let's check with downtown. Downtown, I think we are good. Yep. Here we go. Okay. You make me smile with my heart. Your looks are laughable, unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. Is your figure less than green? Is your mouth a little bit weak when you open it to speak? Are you smiling? Are you smiling? See? This is what you get when you come on to the pre-show. See, I don't give this stuff away, right? I just bust out into song. About 6 minutes to live. So hopefully that sounded good. Get my record deal pretty soon. Okay. Don't, baby, don't you change your hair for me. Ooh. All right, nice and loose for the show today. So ready to go. We are about 6 minutes to live. Steve is in the building. Steve, not mainly theme. Okay, welcome. Steve is ready to go. Renewed for our new season. The future of business savagery. The future of business savagery. If you haven't already, go to IBGR and get your app. Well, don't go to IBGR and get it. Go to your favorite app store, Android store, Apple store. Download IBGR app. IBGR. Search for that. and you can download it, and you can listen to all the on-air talent here on IBGR. But most importantly, most importantly, you can have SAVVEE in the palm of your hand and listen to me anytime you want. Watch me anyway. You can watch me now anytime you want because you got Facebook on your phone, right? Okay. Cool. 4 minutes, 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes to live. Good and hydrated. We're going to talk this season as we got a whole different format for the show. I'm excited about it. It's a little bit different. We're going to be highlighting all the different facets of the entrepreneur, of the business owner. Whether you are an idea haver, you are in the midst of launching your idea, you are a business owner, you're a business supporter. So we're gonna cater to the different facets. We're gonna talk about the different facets of the business owner, of the entrepreneur, mental, physical, productivity, effectiveness. We're going to talk about technology. We're going to highlight tips, tricks, trends, products, services that make all of those facets, that shine them up real good, and make them better. So that's what we're going to do. And I'll probably end up repeating a lot of this when the show starts, but it's fine. Wow. So we're about 3 minutes to live, guys. 3 minutes to live. All right, got my going on in the background. Check. Okay, we are good. Lighting is good. All right. If you haven't been with us during the pre-show, when we go to Avatar, that's here. Okay, I'm still here. If you see the circle vibrate, I'm still here. But I'll do this usually when we go to do the intro, and the intro is going to be big for season 5. And then we'll come back. Sometimes I will mute you. Like that. See, I did that. That wasn't even real. See, I'm just playing around. I'm just playing around. Okay, we got our first Twitcher twitching. Coming in from Tianya. Will be listening on the radio. True indeed. That'll be great. And if you want to listen on the radio, so if you're watching me now, you're not on the radio, right? But if you want to go to the radio and actually listen, it's going to be IBGR.Network, IBGR.Network, and then click there's going to be a big triangle there somewhere. Looks like a play button. Just click that, and we will be live at shortly. Probably in about a minute and a half, we're going to be live. All right, let's have a great show. Let's have a great show. Angel, I see you. Let's have a great show. And here we go. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's have a great show. Go to Avatar. 1 minute, 2 minutes to live. 2 minutes to live. Check. One and a half minutes to live. 1.5 minutes to season 5. All right, thank you. Here we go. 1 minute, Steve. Download the show notes that the customer issues and business listen to the show live or as a podcast. Apply the information to tools. Engage us with your experience. 45 seconds to live. Maximize your time spent with IBGR. Join our community and have access to what you want. This just scratches the surface of what you'll receive every day at IBGR. The opportunity to work with us is limited by your imagination. 30 seconds to live. Stand by. They say it's a journey, not a destination. They say it'll be worth it, but it won't be easy. Well, they were right. Oh, they were right. But I'm here with you, and I know you're ready. So let's go. We gotta keep going. Don't stop. All right. David Wilson, Business Savage here. No Nonsense Market Domination here on IBGR.Network, Season 5. Season 5. See what happens when you pump a little money into this thing? Welcome. All right. I am excited about being into in Season 5. Season 5 on IBGR.Network. This is awesome. Thank you. All right. Before we get started, we are here on IBGR.Network. This is Profit Radio. This is by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. If you don't already know, I don't know where you've been, because you should know that. Right? No matter what stage of business you're in, from pre-startup to startup to growth to hockey stick growth to smooth and steady wins the race to, you know what, I'm going to sell this thing and I'm going to franchise ferret grooming stores. It doesn't matter. That's a thing. All ferrets need grooming. Well, ferrets might come up later on in the show. No matter what stage of business you're in, come grow with us. Okay. Also, if you don't already have the app, you might be listening to me on the app right now, on IBGR.Network on your favorite phone. And you have so many choices of phones. It's like Apple or Android, right? So go to your Apple or Android store, download IBG, search for IBGR, download the app, and you can listen to all of our on-air talent anytime you want. And get this, here's the thing, even better, you can't beat this. You can have SAVVEE in the palm of your hand whenever you want. Okay, that's how we're doing it here in Season 5. All right, shout out to our radio listeners who are here. Well, shout out to our radio listeners and shout out to our viewers on Facebook, on YouTube, on Periscope, Twitter, and on Twitch. So shout out to all of our platforms. I want to thank Al Gore for inventing the internet, because if it weren't for him, then, you know, we wouldn't be on Facebook. Don't write me. Don't write me. It's a joke. It's a joke. And of course, shout out to our returning listeners who are here, who have been with us from the beginning. We thank you so much for that. And I know right about now we have some new listeners who are here with us. If you are a brand new listener or a brand new viewer, stand up and give yourself a round of applause. That's great. Ooh. All right, so what's new? What's new? This is a new season, season 5. The theme of this season, this season of No Nonsense Market Domination, is the future of business savagery. The future of business savagery. And the theme on the station for season 5 is reimagine your business. Reimagine your business. What does that mean? Well, I really didn't know until like Saturday. I didn't know what that meant. But after some research, what we have to do, and you know, you hear this thing about the new normal. We're in the new. Oh, it's the new normal, and it's never gonna be. And you hear a lot of that. You hear a lot of panic. You hear a lot. I want to do, and some of it is even, you know, whiny stuff, right? Some of it is whiny stuff. That's not what we do here at IBGR. Okay, we're not interested. We're not interested in framing this as the new normal. Okay, we forge ahead regardless. Okay, as business owners, as entrepreneurs, we owe it to ourselves to be nimble, to be quick, to be sure-footed. And the definition of entrepreneurs is somebody who seeks opportunity. And you know, there's opportunities abound everywhere, right? So that's what we're doing here at IBGR. So back to reimagining the business. When we reimagine the business, for a lot of us, and for a lot of you listening, who's the business? Who's the business? It's not really a trick question, but who's the business? The business is us. That's the business. So when we go out and do something, we provide something, we find something, we talk to someone, we provide something to someone and get paid for it. That's what we do. And we constantly have to be in a I think it was Mark Cuban who explained it best when he talked about the paranoia of business ownership. I don't exactly agree with his take on competition. You know, competition is, I think competition is a figment of our imaginations, because competition suggests that there is lack when in fact there's abundance, right? But I understand the context in which he was speaking. So he was speaking in the context. It was more so a focus on the paranoia and the paranoia of entrepreneurship, the paranoia of business ownership. You know, I go to sleep every night and I wake up in the middle of the night thinking about who's coming up behind me to take my spot. Right, to take my spot. So we all want to be at the top, but there's a price that comes from being at the top, and that is being pursued. Being pursued. So, and that's what we talk about here we talk about that reimagination of the entrepreneur. That's going to be the reimagination of you. That's going to be the focus of this season, and you're going to get tips, tricks. We're going to talk about the trends. We're going to talk about hacks. We're going to talk about products and services each and every week that are going to give you that edge, that are going to help you to do what the show says. I mean, the name of the show is No Nonsense Market Domination. So we all want you to dominate your market. Now, I know what some of you might be saying. Oh, savvy. You can't. Everybody can't be everybody can't dominate. Everybody can dominate their market. Everybody can dominate their market. Why? Because there's so many markets, right? There's so many different markets. The myth, again, going back to lack, the myth is, oh, well, Amazon dominates the market. All right. So Amazon, am I suggesting that the barriers to entry to compete against Amazon are like $100? Go get a website. Hey, I'm competing against Amazon. And it's like, no, that's not what I'm saying. But we don't have to compete against Amazon. We don't have to be in Amazon space to dominate our market, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to talk about this season. And I want you to be we're going to focus on the multiple facets of the business owner, of you, the multiple facets of you. The next couple of segments today, we're going to talk about the mental. So today, the mental side, the physical side, and then we're going to talk a little bit about business in the last segment. And just to kind of tee everything up for the season, we're going to make some pretty general points about where we want to be, and we're gonna move forward with that. Also, going to introduce this season the SAVVEE Shifter Society survey. So the SAVVEE right? Okay. I said that wasn't going to happen. The SAVVEE Shifters Society survey. What's that all about? You're going to find out later on in the show what that's all about. But it's going to be your key to acknowledging where you're at, so you know how to get to where you want to be. Acknowledging where you're at. I did that on purpose. Where you're at, right? Sorry, Miss Carhart, my AP English teacher. To figure out where you want to be. So simple as that. We're gonna go to break, and we will be right back. All right. We'll see you on the other side. SAVVEE. All right, see you on the other side. Okay. Good set. Yep. Yes, spirit grooming is a thing, ladies and gentlemen. All right, good first segment there. We are ready to forge into the second segment. All right, felt good. Thank you, everyone, for being with me today.
Because you need to make more money
in
2021. Well, I have something for you. It's a free video.
Gonna go to Avatar real quick.
How to connect anyone to anyone,
anywhere,
for any reason, without the fear of rejection. That's right. Never feel rejected ever again, because that's the biggest hurdle that we face. I'll show you how to never face that again. Go to www.thenorejectionconnection.com. That's www.thenorejectionconnection.com. Watch my free video and get started today. Do you know why your business is different? Why does it exist? Why do your customers care? If you're not sure, we can help.
Okay. So downtown is talking to me about ferrets.
Your business. Together, we'll build a strategy that communicates your brand message.
And we're gonna talk in this next segment. We're gonna a little fun fact about ferrets.
Exists to challenge normal.
Oh my goodness, this is great. All right, thank you all for joining me. Put some flames or something in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions. Oh my goodness, I didn't introduce Steve. I'm sorry, Steve. All right, we'll get to you. Well, I renewed your contract. Okay. All right, here we go. 20 seconds to live? Yeah. All right. Pay attention. All right. David Wilson, the Business Savage. Welcome back to No Nonsense Market Domination here on IBGR.Network. IBGR.Network is profit radio by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs, no matter what stage of business you are in, from pre-startup to startup to growth to hockey stick growth to, wow, this business is really going well, everything is going great, to starting a ferret business. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can help you with that. So now for emphasis, remember, you say it twice. Come grow with us. Come grow with us. Yes. Awesome. So we're in season 5, No Nonsense Market Domination. The future of business savagery, reimagining the entrepreneur. Let me first apologize. I apologize because one of the big reasons we're here on season 5 is that my insistence that when I was renegotiating the contract, and it was a big deal. So it was a big deal. A lot of sweaty meetings. Sweaty meetings? Okay. Well, can't unring that. So a lot of sweaty meetings, but I managed to negotiate the part of the contract that was very important to me. And that was to make sure my in-studio engineer was with me in season 5. So I want to introduce formally my in-studio engineer, whose job it is, whose responsibility it is to well, he doesn't really do much, but he's here every show. Give it up for Steve Namin Euphemi. Steve, thank you. Steve is my friend, and he keeps us going. All right, awesome. Thank you. You happy now? Okay, good. All right, the future of business savagery, right? Okay. Reimagining the entrepreneur. We'll call it Reimagine You. Reimagine You. And we have to always be thinking of ways. I call it the asymptotic pursuit of perfection. The asymptotic pursuit of perfection. So for the guess what is that? Geometry, the geometry, algebra 2, calculus nerds out there, an asymptote approaches 0, right? Approaches the point but never actually reaches it. So the asymptotic pursuit of perfection is pursuing perfection that you can never attain. So we know we can't attain perfection, yet our mindset pursues it. And that's very important. As entrepreneurs, we have to asymptotically pursue that perfection. We're looking for ways to be better. We're looking for ways to be more efficient. We're looking for ways and that's what this season on this show is going to be about, that asymptotic pursuit of perfection. So let's talk a little bit about the before we do that, the SAVVEE Shifter Society survey is what's going to help us help us pursue that perfection. I've come up with this SAVVEE Shifter Society survey, and the SAVVEE Shifter Society is a group of business owners, a group of entrepreneurs who are obsessed with pursuing that perfection. They want to be the best they can be, and they're looking for ways to do that. This survey enables you to identify where you are, acknowledge where you are, and then together in a bunch of different ways, we'll help you get to where you want to be. But you can't fix what you don't acknowledge, right? So you have to be prepared to acknowledge where you are, and that's what this survey is all about. So if you go to my landing page on IBGR, you can find it there, and you can take the survey. It's a free survey. So who doesn't like free stuff, right? I guess some people don't, but right. So I mentioned the different facets of you, the different facets of the entrepreneur, the business owner. Back in season, I don't even know, it might have been season 3, and throughout my time here on IBGR, we have a strong focus on mindset. Mindset is so very important, and a lot of times I saw something the other day, and it said, "Hey," this is one of these videos, these short videos. It was on something, MySpace, something like that, and it was like, and she said, "Hey, there's someone out there right now with half your talent getting the blessings that you deserve to get because you don't believe you deserve them. There's someone out there right now with half your talent that are getting the blessings, the benefits you deserve because you don't believe you deserve it." And I found that to be that's very apropos to the theme here. We constantly have to be feeding ourselves good information. We have to be feeding ourselves positive information, and we have to be speaking about what we want, what we deserve in a positive way. One of the best books I ever read about that, she called it a chatterbox. I'm going to put a link up on my, it's going to be somewhere, I don't know where. It'll be, but I will put it up. And before I forget, as we push through this season, I'm going to put up links to all of the products and services and hacks and trends and whatnot that we talk about on the show, so that you can go there and get them for yourself, see them for yourself, and what have you. The name of this book, a lady by the name of Susan Jeffers. Susan Jeffers she died maybe about 10 or so years ago. She wrote a book called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. And she talks about this, the chatterbox in our heads and how we have to control that. And it's very important. One thing I will tell you is, whatever we tell ourselves we are. Play that again. Whatever we tell ourselves we are. So if you're good enough, you're good enough. If you're not good enough, you're not good enough. If you tell yourself you're good enough, you're good enough. If you tell yourself you're not good enough, you're not good enough. It's that simple. It is that simple. There's no secret formula to that. So we're going to be covering in this season a lot of stuff that will feed into that mental side. There's a reason. See, and a lot of us, we're in business, and business ownership is lonely sometimes. You know, you don't always have, there's not always someone there. Forget about bouncing ideas off of or whatnot. There's not always somebody there who frankly really cares about what you're going through, right? It's just like, oh yeah, I just lost a deal. Oh, okay, what's for dinner? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, okay, but we have to, we have to constantly be feeding our minds with positive stuff, because it's lonely. It's lonely. It is mentally draining sometimes. I want to cover 2 points before we go to break. So we got the mental piece out. Oh, one more thing. There's a reason when you fly, the stewardess tells you to, if there's some sort of issue and the what do you call it, the oxygen mask falls out of the ceiling, there's a reason he or she tells you to put it on yourself first before you try to help other people, because we cannot help other people breathe if we don't have the oxygen to do so, right? So it's important for us to be whole ourselves before we try to make other people whole. All right, so we don't have time to cover those 2 points. We'll cover those in the next segment. Before we go to break, just want to say that I am proud of IBGR.Network, and what we've done. So congratulations to us for being in season 5. Thank you to the listeners. Thank you to Bill and Donna for all your hard work. We are now currently, and we are a radio station. We are a business radio station. We are an international business radio station, now being broadcast in over 80% of the world. So many of you are listening. I'm coming to you live from Richmond, Virginia, USA, the capital of the South. But we have listeners all over the world. So we definitely thank you for that. And when we come back from break, we're going to go into more of the get into more of the summary of this season. Wow, Steve, it's pretty loud. Yeah, right. Savage. Oh boy. All right, good set. All right, good stuff there. So we got Steve in. Yeah, we got a lot to cover here today. This should work out. I got everything laid out pretty well, but it's just, we're talking about lot. It never works out the way you want it to. You have a framework, so. So you have a framework that you try to follow, and it's you do the best you can. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. So the radio can't hear me, but that's cool. Not right now. So we'll be back live shortly. Download. So if you're watching this, you can go to my show notes. The show notes are attached to the post that you're watching, and you can subscribe to the podcast. So every episode of the radio show is turned into a podcast that you can subscribe to. So wherever you watch your podcast, wherever you get your podcasts from, you can go there and subscribe, and that'll help support this show. That'll help and share it. If you like what you're hearing, share it. Tell people about this. We try to have some fun here. We try to get some good information out. Try to entertain you, without completely wasting your time. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, we're going, Steve. 30 seconds to live, yeah? All right, here we go. 30 seconds to live. Thank you. Now watch the volume this time, huh? Okay, thanks. Hey, we're back. David Wilson, Business Savage. No Nonsense Market Domination here on IBGR.Network. This is Profit Radio by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. So no matter what stage of business you're in, whether you're in pre-startup, startup, growth, hockey stick growth, which is, in case you're wondering, really, 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 really big growth. You're nice and easy, you're slow and steady. Hey, this business is rolling, is rolling. To, hey, I want to sell this thing and I want to take a rocket to the furthest planet out in our solar system, which is not Pluto, it's Neptune. It's Neptune. You hear that? Come grow with us. Come grow with us. Yes. All right. Awesome. Thank you. Welcome back. Future of Business Savagery. We're in segment 3. A couple things I did not cover, and these are things that we're going to be focusing on during this season. One is time. We're going to be talking about the value of time. So everything we're doing here in terms of reimagining reimagining the entrepreneur is a newfound focus, a newfound appreciation, a newfound value of time. So we want to talk about things that you can actually delegate. We're going to talk about delegation. We're going to talk about where we're spending our time and what we should be spending our time on and what we shouldn't be spending our time on. It's very important when we're talking about being efficient as business owners, being efficient as entrepreneurs, right? We want to, as we're pursuing that perfection, we want to be constantly refining where is the best use of our time. What are we doing? So one of my favorite, one of the most famous and somewhat infamous sales characters from television of late is the great Don Draper. And Don Draper from Mad Men. Don Draper, one of his things, Don Draper, it's not that he was lazy. Don Draper really wasn't lazy. It's just Don Draper knew what he was really good at and knew what he wasn't really good at. Unfortunately, he was really good at some stuff he probably shouldn't have been really good at, but he was also, the big thing for Draper, he used to say this all the time, was, hey, listen, just get me in a room. Get me in a room with people who are prepared with all the information they need to make a decision one way or the other. So not the person walking onto the used car line is like, hey, buddy, yeah, just looking. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to her. Right? Get me in a room. Get me with, and this, as business owners, this is how we think, right? This is how we need to be thinking. Get me in a room. Get me in front of the person, the decision maker who has all the information they need, and we're gonna talk about how to do that. We're gonna talk about having conversations, because all of this, all the product, services, hacks, trends, tricks that we're gonna talk about is gonna funnel down to that. It's gonna funnel down to that efficiency of prospect. We'll call it the efficiency of prospect. Like, does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Yeah. So what it is, we want to be speaking to people who are ready to go. So we're going to talk about the value of time. We're also going to talk about, and I love this. I learned this from Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, in the quadrant system. Stephen, I've heard other people credit other people for the quadrant system. Which means it might be like the David Wilson quadrant system. So the David Wilson quadrant system. So in the David Wilson SAVVEE system of quadrants, we talk about 4 quadrants. So hence quadrant, right? There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Quadrant 1, urgent and important. Quadrant 2, unimportant. No, important but not urgent. Quadrant 3, quadrant 4, not important, not urgent. Quadrant 3, urgent but not important. Okay, got it? The SAVVEE system of quadrants, everyone. We want to spend the majority of our time in quadrant 2. Things that are important but not urgent. And a lot of that's the business building, the brand building stuff that entrepreneurs, we all need to be doing. Okay, makes sense. So quadrant 2. So keep that in mind as we move forward, as we move forward in the season, and we start next week. All right, so that's the mental facet of the entrepreneur. There's so many other facets. I just want to talk about the physical side real quick. So now we'll move into the physical side. So what is the physical? So we, when people think physical, oh, how much can you deadlift? Oh, how much can you? It's not just that, but there is an element of physical health that's important to business ownership, that's important to entrepreneurship, right? And it ties into the mental side of it as well. When, I remember back when I wrestled, I remember feeling my best when I was both mentally ready and physically ready, right? So when you're mentally ready and physically ready. So why does that even make a difference? So when I wake up at 4:30, I have to have had a good night's sleep. I need to be able to, God willing, get up and walk around and not be in pain and feel good and be digesting properly, and to have the proper vitamins in my body, and to be properly hydrated, the right amount of protein, the right amount of vitamins. All of that stuff matters. All of that stuff makes a difference to how we perform throughout the day. A lot of us are working long hours, some more than others, but some people work 12, 15-hour days when they're building something. Other people are to the point where they're working less, but we still have to be the best we can be. And we, when I made a commitment to myself to not just focus on the mental side of business, but to focus on, the mental side of myself, but to also focus on the physical side of myself. Everything changed for me. I was able to do more. I felt better about myself. I had energy. You could hear it in my voice that the energy came out, and other people noticed that. I'm not here to preach to you or to this is I don't want this to be a discussion of social norms and a discussion of that's not why I'm saying what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that, and I'm not gonna try to control what other people think of me. I'm not interested in doing that, nor should you be, right? But if we're controlling what we can control, I know that when I put my suit on, I wake up, I put my suit on, I feel good, my mind is right, my body is right, I'm putting good things in my body. I have the energy I need to perform. I know I'm controlling what I can control. So control the controllables, right? I know I'm doing that. And I have the stamina to go on and on and on during the day. I have, a lot of us, we don't just have to spend time with ourselves. We have families that we're responsible for. We have time that we want to spend with them. We have other activities that we like to do. We have organizations that we belong to that we want to dedicate time to. So it's important to be strong in that area, which is why one of our sponsors, nutrichamps.com, I get all of my vitamins and minerals and supplements and whatnot from them. Go to nutrichamps.com. That's nutrachamps.com. Use the code THESAVAGE1, THESAVAGE1, and that's where I get my Savage Nutrition. You can be a nutritional savage, just like me. Use that code, you'll get discounts and free stuff and such. So when we come back from the break, we will close out and be ready for what? Oh, the rest of season 5. SAVVEE. All right. Good. Yep. Good set there. All right. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate you all being on. Type in comments if you have any comments. Type in the comments if you have any comments, right? Yeah, that's a good one. About what we're talking about. If you have any good experiences with what I'm saying, if you agree, put it in the comments. If you disagree, just keep it to yourself, because I feel it. All right. Feels good, guys. Feels good. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Thank you to Facebook. Thank you to YouTube. Thank you to Periscope, Twitter. Thank you to the Twitchers out there. I appreciate you. I appreciate you jumping on. And we are having fun. We are definitely having fun. Yep.
Watch my free video.
That's my commercial playing in the background. All right, remember, subscribe to the podcast, download the app. We are here every Wednesday at 3 p.m. You can listen to this in the background while you're working. So you can listen to me. You can listen to me in the background, either here, or you can listen on the radio, IBGR.Network, just like you would listen to any other radio station, right? So put us on while you're working. And you can listen to other talent who's on the air as well, including me, Business Savage, Savvy, as they call me. All right, we are 30 seconds to live, guys. Last segment. Let's have a good one. All right. Welcome back. No Nonsense Market Domination. I am David Wilson, Business Savage. We're here on IBGR.Network by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. Yes, we are an internationally broadcast business radio station, broadcast all over the world. We are currently in more than 80% of the countries in the world, moving towards 100. Today, you are listening to No Nonsense Market Domination, the future of business savagery with me, the Business Savage. All right. We've been talking about kind of what this season is going to be about, season 5. So we are pleased to be here in season 5. Seems like it was just seems like yesterday when we first started, and it's just. But now here we are. I'm excited about this season on No Nonsense Market Domination. So we are definitely going to focus on dominating your market by looking at the different facets of you, the business owner, the entrepreneur, as we reimagine you. So again, that asymptotic pursuit of perfection. What you're going to find during this season, the tips, tricks, hacks, products, services, books, what have you, that we're going to talk about are all geared toward making you better, making you more efficient, making you more productive. It's not so much, hey, how to make your website better. It's not so much how to make your accounting better, how to make your marketing better, but it's how to make you better. And that's what we want to do. I mentioned earlier about the SAVVEE Shifter Society survey. Got that? SAVVEE Shifter Society survey. And how it's designed to give you all the answers you need as to where you are today, so that you can know where you're going. We say in the opening, our season 5 opening, who's they, right? So they are always saying something. They say it's a journey, not a destination, right? So when we are on this journey, we have to constantly be making ourselves the best we can make ourselves, and that's what we're going to do. Everything we talk about on the show this season is going to be made available to you both at, oh shoot, God, I forgot that quick. I'll come back to it. I got it. Will be available on All Things David Wilson, also on the IBGR landing page for me, Business Savage. What I was saying about the survey is designed to let you know where you're at, so you'll know where you're going, right? So survey is free. So if you go to IBGR, search for David Wilson, Business Savage, go to my landing page. It'll be available. This survey will be available on allthingsdavidwilson.com soon. That'll be this week. I don't think it's ready now, but it will be available soon. But right now, you can go to IBGR.Network and go to my page and take the survey. It's free. It'll give you some insight, and it's a work in progress, so it's fluid. It's ever evolving, but it's designed to give you some insight as to and make you think about where you are. You know, how happy are you? How mentally fit do you feel? How physically fit do you feel? And how are you doing in your business? And it's a rating system and what have you. And then we'll go from there. Then we'll turn you on to Business Savage resources on groups and sessions and coaching and what have you. And you can even learn directly from me, and you can get coaching and a custom tailored plan to move forward directly from me. So that's an option. That's an option. Yeah, so that's a lot to handle. That's a lot to handle, but I know you can do it. All right, where are we here? Like I said, every product. Well, I guess I already said that. Let's talk about the different facets with the time we have left. So we talked about the mental side, we talked about the physical side. There's also knowledge, right? So the knowledge of technology. You know, technology is one of those things. You know, I just turned 46 in February. Yep, that's right. Right, you can, and I'll tell you this. I'm 46. If Ron Isley is 79 and he's still getting looks, I'm good. Okay. So thank you to Ron Isley. I'm good. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. My wife didn't think that was funny. So anyway, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Don't write me. No, don't write me. But there's a knowledge base. We have to know as entrepreneurs about technology. We have to know what's out there. We have to know what's available. This season, we're going to talk about the things that are available that are going to make us more efficient, that are going to make us more that are going to make us more money, right? Because that's really what we want. Some of them are going to be related to outsourcing. So outsourcing to AI, outsourcing to software, outsourcing to sometimes to other people, but also with the focus on us being better, right? So I look forward to that. We're going to be focusing on the efficiency of you. So as we reimagine ourselves, how efficient do we think we are? So are you, if you're working 14 hours a day, and some of you out there are working 14 hours a day, and you're in your businesses, and you're like, wow, it's got to be better than this, right? Working 14 hours a day. Some of us have started a job, right? You ever heard that expression? So it's like you're a business owner, but you might as well be like working at Amazon or something. But there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with working at Amazon. I'm just saying if you're working at Amazon, you're working at Amazon. You're not the business, you're not the business owner of Amazon if you're working there, nor should you be at your own business. We should be working on our businesses instead of in them as much as possible. So if we're working 14 hours a day, could we be more efficient? Could we be more effective working 7? If we're working 14 hours, could we be more effective working 5? Is our personality type such that there's a diminishing return over 6 hours a day? Is that possible? Of course it's possible. You know, some people are just built. Some people are just built to go on and on and on and on, and no matter what. Others are not. Others are meant to kind of graze with ideas, graze with work, but the effectiveness, it's just different. It's not good or bad, it's just different, right? So we're going to talk about all of that. We're going to talk about, and you'll have resources to plug into to find out more about yourself, to find out more about the people you work with, to find out how you can be more productive, more efficient. And you know, that's it. At the end of the season, the hope is that we're going to be able to look back and say, okay, we started on April 7th, 2021, and by the time we get to June, I think that puts us into the end of season 5. We've learned so much about ourselves. We've learned so much about what makes us tick, how we can be better, how we can really pursue that perfection, how we can be most efficient, how we can be most productive, and we're just gonna win. And that's the whole idea of season 5 on No Nonsense Market Domination. We are, so I just got word from downtown that season 5 ends in July. So not June, but July. So not the end of June, but July 2nd. So, okay. I'm just kidding. You can't fire me now. I already signed my contract. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am David Wilson. I am the Business Savage. Thank you so much for joining me on No Nonsense Market Domination. We'll be here next week, same time, same station. Thank you to Facebook. Thank you to YouTube. Thank you to Twitter Periscope. Thank you to our Twitchers who are watching. All of you who are watching, thank you to the IBGR.Network radio family who are listening. Thank you to William Eastman and Donna Cundy, our founders. Without you all, we wouldn't be here. Thank you to my listeners. Without you, I would have a show that nobody would be listening to, which, you know, is not a good thing. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time right here from the capital of the South, Richmond, Virginia. SAVVEE. All right, guys. There you go. That's a wrap. That was beautiful. Yes. Okay. Good show. Good show. Thank you. Thank you all for being with me today. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for what you want featured during the season. Technology, productivity, efficiency, health, wellness, fitness, mental, physical, those types of things. And we're going to be featuring different products and services on the show. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And we will play my new music as we close out. All right, guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.